Start of a brand new vlog series. I feel so awkward talking to you guys. I feel like it's been way too long, although if you've been keeping up to date with my vlogs, it's like 10 months didn't just roll on by. But I have just finished work about an hour or two ago, and oh man, I need to get used to looking at you guys. I'm about to go run a few errands, and then I'm probably going to nap, and then actually no, I can't nap, I need to pack my bags, and then I'm going to nap because I have barely slept. I have been slaving my guts out at work, and I feel like that's all I've been doing since I've got home. It's just been work, editing the vlogs, working on music, and planning future trips, which finally we get to record some new content. Now in saying that, we're going to Rome for, how many days are we going to be there? Half a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, half a day Sunday, and then we're flying home. So it's not going to be a long series, but it's definitely going to be an enjoyable one. We will be seeing Dan, my brother Dan, EAP Films Official, in Rome, so expect some silly content in between the vlogs. We'll try and behave ourselves a little bit more compared to last time, and then once these vlogs are finished, there will be New Zealand vlogs. After I get back from Rome, exactly a month from then, I head back to New Zealand for a good whopping 10 days. If we end up just skipping straight to the airport, just know I've had a pretty good sleep and it's going to be one hell of a long flight. Okay, after almost 24 hours, I'm finally landed in Rome. I'm still at the airport. I've just got a SIM card, which I have to, what does it say? It says I have to wait 45 minutes in order to activate it, but I need it activated so I can get an Uber to the hotel, and I'm not entirely sure how much it's gonna cost. I mean, I haven't really explained any of this trip, so we'll do that when we get to the hotel. I don't even know what I have planned for the rest of the day, because that was a long flight, a long 2 flights. But I am so happy right now. Okay, I made it to the hotel. So I waited for like an hour and a half for my Vodafone SIM card to activate, and it just wouldn't activate, so I was forced to catch a taxi, and now my phone is actually activated just as I arrived here, so that's good timing. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do now other than pack. This is a nice place. It's really nice. It doesn't look that nice from outside, but when you get inside, it's actually not too bad. Look at this. Look at that bed though. I mean, it's really just a bed. Mirror, TV. I'm not doing the greatest job at vlogging. Where's the aircon? Is there no aircon in here? Okay, I don't know how to use anything. I'm going to unpack. I might have to have a shower as well, because I just realized it's been over a day since I left for the airport. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll figure out what to do after I get settled in. Okay, now that I've calmed down a little bit from all the traveling, I'm actually feeling kind of exhausted. Mate, I've been on the go for over a day. Doesn't really feel like it, but at the same time it does, because I'm just thinking back to when I left the house to the airport. It feels like ages ago now. I'm thinking it might be best to just take it easy until tomorrow, because I've got to be up very early tomorrow morning, where we're going on a tour to check out the Colosseum, which I'm not entirely sure how many people is actually going to be with us, but I'm very looking forward to that. They said something about tripods not being allowed into the Coliseum, but I'm assuming they just mean, you know, the big tripods, not the gorilla pods. I guess the afternoon onwards, I'm just gonna wing it because Dan doesn't get here till Friday. It's currently Wednesday. And no, he gets here Friday night, so that doesn't really count. He's just gonna end up checking into the hotel sleeping because we got a big day, obviously Saturday. Dan is pretty much the reason why I'm even on this trip. You guys can thank Dan, because if it wasn't for his persuasion, I wouldn't even consider coming to Italy. I'd have no reason to. In saying that, Dan's obviously here for ASAP Rome. That's his main reason why he's here. So if it wasn't for Dan and ASAP, I definitely wouldn't be here right now. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to pan out. I don't know how much Dan has told you in his vlogs. We are kind of just winging this entire trip. The fact that Dan's only going to be here for 1 day pretty much says it all. Me, 3 days. 3 days. 3 days. I flew from Australia. That's insane. And no, I didn't fly here for what you guys would probably be thinking, although you shouldn't be thinking that after the recent videos I posted. There's no way that you could still possibly think that way. In regards to ASAP, I wanted to announce that Dan and I were both going. It wasn't just Dan, it was both of us. Actually, before I even get to that, when I had decided that I was going to come to Rome and go to ASAP, I obviously didn't have a ticket. Dan had booked weeks in advance before me, and by the time I decided, you know what, I want to go. Went online, I saw that there was a ticket for the Platinum, which is the most expensive seat, and after I made a successful purchase, there was no longer any Platinum tickets. So I basically snatched up the last decent ticket when I decided that, you know what, let's just go to Rome. It was meant to be. I had slept on the idea for at least a week, almost 2 weeks, until I decided, you know what, let's book a ticket. And then I happened to get the last one. I was like, damn, that's a sign, mate. I was meant to be here. Now we get on to the next part. As I wanted to announce that I was flying to Rome, I wanted to do it a little bit extra. So I got a few photos from on the Wish Awards night, and I photoshopped us and made the image as an announcement. And I almost lost my shit because even the promoters of the event thought that this was legit and that we were actually a part of the event. Although technically we're vloggers, we've got Platinum tickets, we are going to be a part of the event because we're going to be capturing our experience. So technically, is that even a lie? I don't think so. It's worded Shay and Dan, vloggers, Australia, UK. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be vlogging the event. Now, as to whether how much we're going to be vlogging, whether we're going backstage or not, capturing the artist one-on-one vlog style, that remains to be known. We have no idea. We're just gonna wing the entire day. Whereas Dan has a lot. Dan has so much planned. You guys are gonna be like, oh my god. Dan has planned for the best case scenario. I don't even know if he's mentioning this in his vlog, but I'm gonna mention it here and now because I've been reading some of Dan's messages. I'm like, mate, I didn't actually say this to him, but I'm like, mate, I wouldn't plan this in depth because if it doesn't go how you want it to go, then you're going to be seeing a few drunken adventures before Dan and I fly back home, which my mind is kind of already, it's kind of already there. I'm already prepared for that. And also, it's Jonah's birthday on Friday, and Dan and I have got Jonah a birthday present each. So even if we don't get to do the best case scenario from Dan's vision, as long as we get to see Jonah, as long as I get to meet Jonah, give her her birthday present, I was gonna say Christmas present, birthday present, could be a Christmas present, we're close to Christmas, then the entire trip would be worth it. For me personally. And actually in saying that, because I've been just full on working since I've gotten back from the Philippines back in February and just editing, doing all stuff that you guys don't see, music, whatever, I needed a trip. I needed to get away. Even though I've got New Zealand planned for December, for JB's wedding, JB's birthday, I'm getting ink when I go home, so this entire arm, the rest of this arm is going to be completely covered. I needed another trip leading up to that because I just couldn't wait the extra days. And it seemed kind of perfect. Even if it was just Dan and I here, that would still be worth it for me because at least we'll be able to create some content for you guys. And after looking back on season 5, we're nearly finished season 5. We would be finished season 5 by the time these go up. It's just great content, you know? Can't say no to great content. It's looking kind of dark outside though. Look at this. Okay, I think I'm going to stay in. because I'm just not entirely with it right now. I don't necessarily have anywhere that I need to be or anyone that I need to see. And I'm trying to figure out how to use this TV right now. Is there any English programs? Hang on, let's go back. She was very easy on the eye. Very, very easy on the eye. I don't know if Rome has Uber Eats. I know that seems kind of pathetic considering I flew all this way and I'm thinking of getting Uber Eats, but oh no, I don't know why I'm getting Uber Eats when there's, I need to change the channel, when there's a restaurant downstairs, although it doesn't open for another 2 hours, I think. I could be asleep in that time and it's Lethal Weapon's on. Italian Lethal Weapon. I didn't know they had Lethal Weapon. Not only do I love the movies, but I also love the TV show. Although they got rid of Riggs, which I wasn't too happy about, I still enjoyed the following season. Thought he was going to ruin the show, he actually made it better. Although I still preferred it with Riggs, but I'm just thinking how good the show would have been with Riggs. And whatever his name is, I forgot his name. But I actually could really relate to his character. You know, one thing I probably should have done before I came here was learn some words. I can't even think of one word right now, except for ciao. And apparently you don't use it how the mainstream tell you to use it. Otherwise you look like an idiot. If this is all you see of this vlog, I'm very sorry, but just know it's gonna get better. Hopefully I make it to the destination on time tomorrow, because that's all I'm really stressing out, is just finding the actual entrance. I've ordered some Maccas, which is, on the way I know it seems kind of silly that I've flown all this way only to order Maccas, but honestly I don't know if it's hot here or if the temperature's up in this room, or I might be just maybe getting sick, which I'm very worried about, because if I'm getting sick now, it doesn't make any sense though, because I was sick last week. If I'm getting sick now, I don't know how these next few days are gonna play out. Although I did bring some meds, so I'm probably gonna take some medication before I go to sleep and see how we feel in the morning, because I really do not want to miss out on tomorrow and the following day. And obviously ASAP, that goes without question, but I'm whispering because I don't know if there's a room right there, because there's a door that I don't have access to, so I'm guessing that's another room, because there's another balcony right there. But I just need my food. Okay, my Macca's has arrived. Because I've pretty much just chilled in this hotel since I've been here, I'm already noticing little things that are not only different from back home in New Zealand, but also the Philippines. Maybe I should have went out and got some food. In saying that, I still need to have an early night, so I really haven't got a lot for you guys, and all I really have left right now is somewhat of a mukbang video. And considering I haven't tried any food in Rome or Italy, why is McDonald's the first thing I have to try? To be fair, I originally wanted pizza, but the pizza places don't open for another hour, and I'm not waiting for an hour just to try some pizza. It's a Grand McChicken. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's pretty much the same. It smells the same. I'll be honest, it doesn't taste all that great. I think it might be because the bun underneath is quite overdone. I prefer it to be a bit softer, but I'm still gonna eat it. This one is it's smoky something. Okay, that looks a bit better. Bacon, tomato, cheese. Last but not least, I've got a McFlurry. This kind of reminds me of Dad. Not just any McFlurry, a Snickers with extra Snickers. McFlurry. Look at that. Can you guys see that? Kind of looks like they've just chucked some sort of chocolate balls and peanuts in it. But technically that's what a Snickers is. Okay, this is the best thing I've ordered. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Just take it. We'll pick up on this tomorrow when I'm in more higher spirits and well rested. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the vlog, and I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate the view. Look at that. Oh my god.